friends, thank you for joining me today. In today's video tutorial, we'll be focusing on the Stampin' Up! Basic Borders dies. These dies are so versatile, I can't wait to show you how easy it is to make cards with them, and so quickly too. So hopefully my card today will come together as quick as I made my other cards. Well, some of them. I did make a couple of them that were a little bit more stepped up, but today's card will be quick and easy. So hang out with me till the end though, please, so that you can see the other two cards that I made using the dies and how versatile it is. And also I have an important announcement to make. So let's get started with this card. Hang on. So this is the prototype card that I made. I like to make prototype cards because I come up with these ideas usually while I'm laying in bed. And, you know, I'll write them down. Sometimes I'll design it on a piece of paper, but I like to use scrap paper, retired paper normally, and so that I don't really care if I mess it up and it doesn't come out the way I envisioned it to come out. And that's what this card was. And I use the basic border dies. They come in a set of, I think there's 5 or 6. So there's 6 dies in varying designs. We have a zigzag, chevron, clouds or snowbanks, a scalloped edge, a rounded edge, and then we have a V, kind of like of an envelope, I guess. So very nice. I really like them. I've used them quite a bit. And the cards that I made with them came together very quickly. So this was my prototype. Then I went a little more stepped up on it. And again, though, I wanted to just use scrap paper that I had just to make sure I liked it. And I really like the way this came out. So I definitely will use this as a holiday card to send to somebody. I did want to point out something with the season's greetings, or on that first one, greetings seasons. What I did is I took that stamp, season's greetings, and I cut it apart. So now I can use it like so if I wanted to. I can use it separate. I can use it, you know, many different ways. In this one, I wanted to use part of it along one side of the V and the other on the other side. And that's why I cut them apart. And it doesn't hurt the stamps to do that. You can totally do it. I just think it makes them more versatile and you'll get a lot of use out of them. So, all right, so in today's card, we will be using He's the Man, the Designer Series paper that is available in the annual catalog. And I will also be using the die cuts that come with the paper. It comes as a full sheet, 12 by 12. And then the die cuts they're already cut for you and, you know, stamped and designed for you. So it's really great. Very versatile. You could use them in card making, or if you're a scrapbooker, perfect for scrapbooking as well. So the paper that I have is the cardstock. We have crumb cake cut 5.5 by 8.5. Scored at 4 1/4 right down the middle. And then I have some scrap pieces of paper. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the Sahara Sand or the early espresso pieces yet. It depends. And then I have a piece of the Designer Series paper, He's the Man. And it's just, again, a scrap piece. It's 5.5 by, I think, 2 3/8 inches. So again, but first what I want to do is I want to cut using my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we'll be using the zigzag pattern on this. Slide my paper in. Then I'm going to line this up where I want it. So right about there. We'll put a piece of Post-it note over that just to hold it down, because it is a narrow die, so it might move on me, and I don't want that. Then I have a piece of copy paper just so the little fragments that are in my acrylic plate don't transfer onto my good cardstock, and that's why that's there. All right, hang on while I rock your world. It's always best to put these dies in on an angle, but sometimes you can't do that. We're done with that. And just a little note on this magic mat. I purchased this at scrapbook.com, and it's a self-healing mat. I really like it. It replaces one of my acrylic plates. So really something I like. All right, so let's see. I'm moving all my stuff around here. Put this back. I think we're done with those though, I'm not sure. In my other examples, I did add an extra layer, and I also added the white. I don't know if I'm going to do that on this one. I may though, because I do like the way that looks, so we'll see. All right, first let's put this. So this piece is going to go behind that. And then the other piece will lay over that. It did move on me again. It's a little crooked, but not too bad. I'd like to show a good amount of the designer series paper, and then I'm just going to cut down here. We don't need all that. All right, so let's put some adhesive down. I'm just gonna, and I opted to go with 5.5 inches across on the designer series paper. I didn't want to leave like a little border. Yeah, see, the reason that I have this extra piece is because I will be layering it back here, because I don't want this to be shown, so that will be used. All right, and then we have this piece, which I will be cutting down. And first I want to line it up where I want it to go, and then we can cut it down to size using the paper trimmer. So I think I'm going to come right to the edge here. Line that up. So I'm happy with it. Press it down. I'm going to bring the paper cutter back. I'm going from the, let's see. About there, I'm going to cut off. Line that up first. I'm lining this up with the 4 1/4 inch line there. Come on. Sometimes my fingers just don't work. You know, this doesn't look like it's folded properly, and I think that's why. I'm just gonna press it back down. That's why I like to use this as a guide. All right, so we got that put aside there. So let's put this piece here. So I'm going to cut this down 4 1/4. Actually, I will go just below 4 1/4. So it doesn't hit the fold area there. So just a little sliver. And then 5 1/2. It's just about 5 1/2. Let's cut just a little bit off of that. And that's the reason I like to use liquid glue. All right. So isn't that cool? Little designer series paper peeking through. So I don't know. Should I? Shouldn't I? Might be a little overkill. I think we'll just leave it. So very basic. I'm just going to put this down, and then where are my dimensionals? We'll just use some dimensionals on this. We'll add a few bling. Then we have our, we have the rustic metallic. We have the brush metallic or the rustic metallic. I think I'm going to go with the rustic metallic dots. And how cool is that? There was no stamping. Although I will stamp the inside. Oh my goodness. I thought I'd cut this. Alright, so let's get a few of these on. Get my take your pick tool. I like this because it's interchangeable, and I like picking up my embellishments with my spatula. Just makes it easier. Put one down here. And we'll put a little one down there, another little one down here as well. And then we'll put a large one up over here. And that's it. Very basic, but you know what? Men don't like a lot of frou-frou stuff, right? So this is perfect for that man in your life. And it could be for congratulations, it could be for happy birthday, whatever you want to do. Choice is yours. So let me show you the other 2 cards that I made. All right, so we have this card that we just made today. And then I have Thinking of You. This uses that sort of chevron pattern. And I use Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, and this designer series paper I believe is called Sun Prints. Nope, Pretty Prints. Also another pretty paper. It's beautiful. And it's double-sided, as are most of Stampin' Up's paper. So that's one. Then we have the one that I showed you earlier, using retired paper. Actually, let's do this. And then I also made a Christmassy one. I don't know if you can see the You really can't see the sentiment on it. It says, "Have a holly jolly Christmas." I embossed it. And I used the Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper on this one. This is available in the mini catalog. And I use Real Red and Garden Green. So really cool. And like I said, they're so versatile. I used 4 different dies here. I used the zigzag today, the chevron. This one I used the, we'll call it an envelope flap. And then we have the scallop border on this one. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and share the video with your friends. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about it. And so now for that awesome announcement. So gang, thanks for staying with me through the end about that special promotion and announcement. Stampin' Up! Has, through the end of October 31st, 2022, a new starter kit plus, it's called. And for, you can join for $99. You get to choose $155 worth of Stampin' Up! Product. Isn't that fantastic? I mean, when I joined, I got to choose $125, but $155? Wow. And so it's no better time to join. If you have questions or are unsure, definitely contact me. I'd love to help you and answer any of your questions. Plus, you get that 20% discount at least until the end of April. So no better time to join than now. If you have questions, my contact information is below the video in the description. Reach out to me. I'd love to help you. And till next time, happy stamping. Bye.